which is a good thing because it gives us hope. It gives us hope that we're halfway through. We're almost at the end of the week. It's almost weekend time. You know what I'm saying. But anyway, this is your hostess with the mostest, Donna Smith, aka Lady D, with your afternoon break and wanting to talk about some grown folk stuff. You know how we do. And one of the only topic I'm gonna talk about right now is when you are being accused of doing something in a relationship and you're not. Okay? Let's say, for instance, you're always being accused of being with somebody else, flirting with somebody else, being receptive to other people's flirts and things of that nature, and you're not doing a thing. But the person you're with wants to always accuse you. So, in the back of your mind, you're thinking, well, heck, I'm always accused. I just might as well go ahead on and do it. Why not? They're always accusing me. And the more I try to do right and reassure them and show them that, hey, you could trust me, I'm not doing anything. Why don't you trust me? The more you try to push, the more you get accused. Now, there's two ways I want to look at this. First of all, why is someone so preoccupied in wanting to accuse you of things and they don't have no proof? They just have, I would assume, trust issues, insecurities, things that they're going through personally that has nothing to do with you. Because if they wasn't with you, they would be, trust me, doing the same thing with someone else, accusing them. So that person needs to get help for themselves, dig deep inside themselves to find out why they actually have these type of issues. That would be my perspective of this. um However, the one that's being accused is sitting up and second guessing themselves. Man, am I being too flirtatious? Have I did something to make them not trust me? um what is it? What can I do better? And then they start putting in all this extra effort into trying to do things even better than they're already doing it. And that seems fake. That seems like you're doing too much. Then you get accused of, oh, so now you're trying to clean up your stuff. Now you're trying to do this and this and that because your conscience is messing with you. You know that you've been out there doing XYZ and I don't trust you. So now you trying to, and they get the neck things. Excuse me, y'all. They get the neck thing and the head and, all that stuff. And and I'm not just talking about women who do this to their men. It's men who do it to their women too. The trust thing is a heavy, heavy, heavy part of any relationship, whether it's marriage, whether it's just being with somebody in a relationship of commitment, whatever it is, even friendships. You got to have that trust amongst one another. But when you're in a relationship with someone and they're continuously accusing you, don't it make you want to just go out and do something? You know, don't it make you want to pick up the phone and call Tyrone? I mean, you haven't talked to Tyrone in a while, but you're already being accused of everything else. So why not? Let me call Tyrone. Don't it make you want to call Shaniqua? Hey, Shaniqua, what's up? It's your boy. I'm calling to see what's happening. Let's get together sometime. Blah blah blah. And you doing it because you're being accused. So, what is it that can be changed to have this not occur? And then, if you have been in that situation, what did you do? Did you just go head on and say, well, F it, let me just go on out here and do it? Or did you try to reassure the person? Did you try to regain the trust? Because it may not even be that they've lost trust in you. They probably never had trust in you or anybody else. Like I mentioned, it sometimes is something that's stemming from inside the person that they have to work on and deal with. And that's one of the reasons why it's not good to go from one situation to another and you haven't unleashed the demons, because that baggage and them demons that you're bringing from the past relationship, you're taking right on into the next and the next and the next. And a lot of times when you've had failed relationships one right after another, if you just sit back and try to weigh and figure out the resemblance, what is it that is in common? What's the common denominator? Why did these relationships not make it? What was the main issue? Was it your insecurities? Was it you accusing this person of doing everything? You got to question that. And then another thing I want to bring up, grown folks, some of us are in the limelight. We do what we do. We are social butterflies, whether you have your talk shows going on or your music career or your business that you're branding, comedy, whatever it is. You're in the limelight and you're with someone who is having a hard time dealing with the attention that you're getting from your fan club. you know, the attention. You're going to get the attention and you're going to get fans that, in a positive way, are just crushing you, um, supporting you, or whatever it is. They're going to be your biggest fans. And if you are dealing with someone who is insecure about your limelight, Houston, we got a problem. And sometimes, that's why they say birds of a feather flock together. It's better to deal with somebody that's in the same arena as you or doing things to, accomplish their desires and dreams and things that they're doing too, because then they're not so preoccupied on all the attention you're getting and feeling insecure about what you're doing. So you have to sometimes deal with like kind and deal with those who's complimenting the things that you do, meaning they're doing their thing too. So that's just a thought. But you know back to the accusing someone of doing something and they're not. Stop it. Just stop it. If you don't have the proof, if you can't, run it back on tape, if you can't say you saw it with your own eyes, stop accusing your mate of doing things and they're probably not. Now, not to say that people don't flirt a little bit, or, you know, people flirt with them or whatever it is. I mean, it's good to feel and know that you still got it. But when you respect and you appreciate what you have, you're just going to take that with a grain of salt. Thank you. I appreciate it. Whatever, whatever. Yes, I am in a relationship. Yes, I do love who I'm with, but thank you very much. Have a good day. You're gonna move on. But when you're constantly being accused and you know that this is how you're rolling, there is absolutely nothing that you can do to change that person's mindset, grown folks. They are in their own zone of trips. That's what I'll call it. They're just tripping. And like I said before, if it's not with you, it's going to be with somebody else. So you have to make the determination of how you're going to deal with that situation. You can't buy love. You can't buy a person's trust. You can't buy these things. You can gain them by, just being who you are and doing the right things that you do. And you're going to gain that trust and stuff like that from whoever is in your circle. But if they're already on a trip about it, and they just can't find a way to trust and always want to accuse you, you can't change it. That's my opinion. Now, I'm not Dr. Donna. I'm the hostess with the mostest. I'm Donna Smith, but I'm just saying, and Lady D, all wrapped in one. But I'm just saying, you can't make them change that mindset. You are going to stress yourself out trying to make that other person believe that you're not doing what you're doing. So I want to know, and those of you that's watching, share what you think about this. How do you deal with it? What do you do? And the answer is not always, let me run to the nearest exit. Bye bye, I'm gone. Because some situations can be worked on. If the patience and balance is there with the both of you guys, perhaps it can be worked on. But it's going to take a lot. And it starts with the individual. And that person has to be at a point where they realize that they got issues and they're willing to do something to get help for it. Or it could amount to them losing you. So, this is the afternoon hour. I'm sharing that thought. Think about it. Hit a comment. Share this video. And also like this video. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm always tipping in, sharing some grown folk talk with you guys. Also, don't forget Amazon.com, The Seduction of a Hidden Diva by Donna Smith, my book of short stories, sizzling short stories. Don't forget to stop by Amazon and get yours, or hit me with a message and I'll make sure you get a signed personal copy. And don't forget about CD Baby, because I got stuff out there. Donna Smith, Lady D, got some good music and poetry, spoken word. I don't know, floetry, poetry, whatever it's called, Maya-tree. I make my own title for it because it's my thing. It's good too. It's good. Make sure y'all get on there and check me out. So I'm going to let you go with this. I'm going to get back with you guys soon. I want you to have a wonderful afternoon. It is cold out here. So bundle up, be safe, and remember, be grown or be gone. Talk to y'all later.